2 a.m. I couldn't sleep. My grandson Noah died yesterday. Suddenly. He was 5 years old. The doctor said it was acute heart failure. But something felt off. I'm a retired nurse. I've seen death for 40 years. But Noah's death. Something didn't sit right. I went to the room where the casket was placed. I wanted to say my final goodbye. I put my hand on the doorknob. It was cold. I took a deep breath. I opened the door. The casket was in the center of the room. A white cloth covered it. Moonlight streamed through the window. It was quiet. Too quiet. I moved closer to the casket. One step. Another step. My heart was racing. Then. I heard a sound. I froze. I heard it again. From inside the casket. A faint sound. No. It wasn't my imagination. Something was definitely moving. I touched the casket with trembling hands. And then I heard it. A weak voice. "Grandma, help me." The blood drained from my face. It was Noah's voice. I rushed to open the casket. The lid was heavy. My hands were shaking. But I forced it open desperately. And then I saw. Noah was inside. His hands and feet were tied. Tape covered his mouth. His eyes were wide open. Tears streamed down his cheeks. My breath caught. "Eleanor. Noah. You're alive." Noah's eyes looked at me. From under the tape, a faint voice. "Grandma." I peeled off the tape with trembling hands. Noah started crying. "Grandma. I was so scared. It's dark. I can't move." I tried to call for help. But no one heard me. I lifted Noah into my arms. His body was still warm. His heart was beating. He was breathing. He was alive. My grandson was alive. "Noah, what happened? What do you remember?" I asked through tears. Noah was trembling. "I was drinking juice. The grape juice Lisa gave me. Then I got really sleepy. When I woke up, I was in the dark." Lisa. His stepmother. My heart went cold. It couldn't be. That moment. I heard footsteps behind me. I turned around. Stepmother Lisa was standing there. She held a syringe in her hand. Her face was pale. Her eyes wide. "Eleanor, you weren't supposed to see this." Lisa's voice was trembling. I hid Noah behind me. "Lisa, you did this." Lisa took a step back. "I had no choice, Eleanor. I had no choice." My fists clenched. I gritted my teeth. "What are you talking about?" Lisa started crying. But my anger didn't fade. "You drugged my grandson. You made everyone think he was dead." My voice was low. Cold. The syringe fell from Lisa's hand. "I can explain. Please. Let me explain." I held Noah tight. He was shaking. "Explain. You want to explain." I pulled out my phone. "I'm calling the police." "No. Please. Eleanor, please." Lisa cried out. "If you call the police, Emma will die." I froze. Emma. Lisa's daughter. 7 years old. What does Emma have to do with this? Lisa collapsed to her knees. "Everything. She has everything to do with this. And then everything became clear. I looked down at Lisa. She was sitting on the floor. Her face buried in her hands. Her shoulders shaking. Talk. Now. My voice was cold. Lisa looked up. Her face was a mess of tears. Emma, my daughter, she's dying. My heart nearly stopped. What? She has a congenital heart defect. She needs surgery. $500,000. The hospital said she has 3 months. Without the surgery, she'll die. Lisa continued through her tears. I tried everything, Eleanor. I begged the hospital. I applied for assistance. I sold everything I had. Nothing worked. I listened silently, holding Noah. And then I found out about Noah's insurance. $1 million. The blood drained from my face. You were going to kill my grandson for money. No. No, I wasn't going to kill him. Lisa screamed. Then what were you going to do? Lisa took a deep breath. Her hands were shaking. I found a couple in Canada. They've been trying to adopt for years. They're willing to pay $200,000. No questions asked. I froze. You were going to sell him. Noah would have a new family. A new name. He'd be alive. Just, not with us. And with the insurance money plus the $200,000. Emma could have her surgery. I couldn't believe it. You drugged my grandson. You put him in a coffin. You made everyone think he was dead. You were going to sell him to strangers. I know it's wrong. I know I'm a monster. But Emma is my daughter. She's going to die. Lisa stared at the floor. I didn't know what else to do. I was shaking with anger. But at the same time, something stirred inside me. I'm a mother too. A grandmother. I understood the feeling of doing anything for your child. But, Lisa, I understand you're desperate. I understand you love Emma. I said quietly. But you drugged my grandson. You put him in a coffin. You were going to sell him. That's something I can never forgive. Lisa said nothing. I pulled out my phone. I'm calling the police. Please. Eleanor. If I go to prison, who will take care of Emma? She'll die without the surgery. She'll die without me. I hesitated. Just for a moment. But I looked at Noah's face. A 5-year-old boy trembling with fear. He'd been tied up. Put in a coffin. I'm sorry, Lisa. But Noah is my grandson. And you tried to take him away. I have to protect him. Even if it means Emma loses her mother. I called 911. Lisa remained sitting on the floor. Crying. But she didn't resist. I took Noah to another room. I sat him in a chair. I untied the ropes. Are you okay, baby? Does anything hurt? Noah shook his head. I'm okay, Grandma. I was just scared. I examined Noah's body. As a former nurse. His pulse was weak but stable. His breathing was shallow but regular. His pupils were responsive. The grape juice made me so sleepy. And when I woke up, it was dark. I couldn't move. I tried to scream but there was tape on my mouth. Noah's voice trembled. I held him. You're safe now, Noah. Grandma's here. I won't let anyone hurt you. Ever. Then I heard sirens. The police arrived. I opened the door. 2 officers stood there. "Ma'am, you called 911. "Yes. My grandson. He was drugged. My daughter-in-law tried to fake his death. She's in the living room." The officers came inside. I led them to the living room. Lisa was still sitting on the floor, her face covered with her hands. "Ma'am, are you Lisa Morrison?" Lisa looked up. "Yes. You're under arrest for kidnapping, fraud, and attempted child trafficking." The officer handcuffed Lisa. Lisa didn't resist. "Please. Take care of Emma. She's innocent. She doesn't know anything." I said nothing. The officer led Lisa away. Put her in the patrol car. I watched from the window. The patrol car drove away. The other officer approached me. "Ma'am, we need to take your grandson to the hospital. We need to make sure he's okay." "I understand. And we need to arrest Dr. Marcus Webb. He signed the death certificate, right?" "Yes. We'll handle it. Don't worry." The officer left. I picked up Noah. "Let's go to the hospital, baby." Then I heard a small voice from another room. "Mommy?" I froze. A 7-year-old girl stood in the hallway. Emma. Lisa's daughter. Her eyes were red and swollen. "Where's Mommy?" I heard sirens. I gently put Noah down. I approached Emma. "Emma, sweetheart. Your Mommy. She had to go away for a while." "Why? What happened?" Emma's voice trembled. I knelt down. Met Emma's eyes at her level. "Your Mommy did something very bad. She has to face the consequences." Emma started crying. "Is it because of me? Because I'm sick? Mommy said she needed money for my surgery." My heart ached. "Emma, listen to me. None of this is your fault. Your Mommy made a bad choice. But that's not because of you. You're just a little girl. You didn't do anything wrong." Emma looked at me. With big eyes. Full of tears. "What's going to happen to me?" I took a deep breath. And made a decision. "You're going to stay with me. I'm going to take care of you." Emma's eyes widened. "Really?" "Yes. And Emma. I'm going to help you. I'm going to pay for your surgery." "But..." Mommy tried to hurt Noah. "Why would you help me?" "Because you're not your mother. You're just a child who needs help. And I'm a grandmother. Grandmothers help children. All children. Even the ones who aren't related by blood." Emma threw her arms around me. Crying. "Thank you. Thank you." I held Emma. And I held Noah too. 2 children. One my blood grandson. One a girl with no blood connection. But both needed protecting. Because that's what grandmothers do. The next morning. Noah sat in a hospital bed. A doctor was examining him. His vitals are stable now. The drug in his system was phenobarbital. A heavy sedative. It's leaving his system, but he'll need to stay here for observation. 24 hours. I nodded. "Thank you, doctor." After the doctor left, my son James rushed into the room. "Mom. Noah. Oh my God." He was crying. He hugged Noah. "I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry I wasn't there. I should have protected you." James's voice shook. "It's okay, Dad. Grandma saved me, Noah said in a small voice. James looked at me. Mom, the police told me everything. Lisa, she drugged Noah, she was going to sell him. I nodded. Yes. I didn't know. I swear I didn't know. Lisa never told me about Emma's surgery. She said the hospital would help. She said everything would be okay. James collapsed. I trusted her. I loved her. And she tried to sell my son. I put my hand on James's shoulder. James, this isn't your fault. Lisa was desperate. She made a terrible choice. But you didn't know. But James kept blaming himself. I should have seen the signs. I should have asked more questions. I should have protected Noah. You're protecting him now. That's what matters. Then there was a knock at the door. A detective entered. Mrs. Morrison. Yes. I'm Detective Harris. I'm handling your grandson's case. I need to ask you a few questions. Of course. The detective pulled out a notebook. Your daughter-in-law, Lisa Morrison, has confessed to everything. Drugging your grandson. Faking his death. Planning to sell him to a couple in Canada. I listened silently. We've also arrested Dr. Marcus Webb. He signed a false death certificate. He was paid $50,000 by Lisa Morrison. My fists clenched. He's a doctor. He took an oath to save lives. And he sold my grandson's life for money. The detective nodded. He'll face charges for fraud and conspiracy to commit kidnapping. He'll also lose his medical license. Good. The detective looked at me. Mrs. Morrison, I need to ask you something. Lisa's daughter, Emma. Where is she now? She's with me. At my house. A neighbor is watching her. Does she have any other family? No. Lisa has no family. Emma has no one. The detective thought for a moment. Child Protective Services will need to be involved. They'll find a foster home for her. No. I said firmly. Ma'am. Emma will stay with me. I'm going to become her legal guardian. The detective looked surprised. Mrs. Morrison, with all due respect. Lisa Morrison tried to sell your grandson. Are you sure you want to take care of her daughter? I looked the detective straight in the eye. Detective, Emma is 7 years old. She's sick. She has a heart condition. She needs surgery. Her mother is going to prison. She has no one. I'm not going to let a child suffer for her mother's sins. The detective was quiet for a while. Then he nodded. You're a good woman, Mrs. Morrison. I'll notify CPS of your intention. They'll start the paperwork. Thank you. The detective left. James looked at me. Mom, are you serious? You're going to take care of Emma? Yes. But Lisa tried to sell Noah. How can you forgive that? I'm not forgiving Lisa. I'll never forgive what she did. But Emma didn't do anything wrong. She's just a child who needs help. James took a deep breath. What about Emma's surgery? $500,000. Do you have that kind of money? I looked out the window. I have savings. It was for my retirement. But Emma needs it more than I do. Mom, you can't give up your retirement for her. I looked at James. James, I'm 68 years old. I've lived a good life. I have a home. I have my pension. I'll be fine. But Emma. She's 7. She has her whole life ahead of her. If I don't help her, she'll die. I can't let that happen. James cried. You're amazing, Mom. I don't know how you do it. I'm a grandmother. That's what we do. Then Noah said, Grandma, is Emma going to be okay? I went to Noah's bed. Yes, Noah. She's going to be okay. Good. Emma is nice. She always shares her toys with me. I don't want her to be sick. I cried. A 5-year-old boy. Worrying about the daughter of the person who tried to sell him. Noah, you're a good boy. A very, very good boy. Noah took my hand. Grandma, can Emma live with us? She doesn't have a mommy anymore. She needs a family. I hugged Noah. Yes, sweetheart. Emma will live with us. We'll be her family. Noah smiled. For the first time since yesterday. 3 days later. I stood in front of the courthouse. Lisa was inside. I took a deep breath. I opened the door. Lisa sat there in handcuffs. A lawyer beside her. Lisa saw me. Her eyes were red and swollen. Eleanor. I sat in front of her. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Lisa was crying. I said nothing. I know you'll never forgive me. I don't deserve forgiveness. I tried to take your grandson. I'm a monster. I took a deep breath. You're right. I'll never forgive you. What you did was unforgivable. Lisa nodded. But. I continued. I'm going to take care of Emma. I'm going to pay for her surgery. She's going to live with me. Lisa's eyes widened. What? Why? After what I did. Because Emma is not you. She's just a child. And she needs help. Lisa broke down crying. Thank you. Thank you. I don't deserve your kindness. But thank you. I stood up. Lisa, you'll go to prison. You'll face the consequences of what you did. But Emma will be safe. She'll be loved. That's all you need to know. I left the courtroom. I didn't look back. Outside, Emma was waiting. Holding Noah's hand. They both looked at me. Smiling. I smiled too. It's going to be hard from here on out. But we're family. And family can overcome any difficulty. 2 weeks later. I sat in the hospital corridor. Meeting with Emma's cardiac specialist, Dr. Chen. Mrs. Morrison, I've reviewed Emma's case. The surgery is complicated, but we can do it. The success rate is about 85%. I nodded. And the cost? $500,000. That includes the surgery, hospital stay, and follow-up care. I took a deep breath. I have the money. When can we schedule the surgery? Dr. Chen looked surprised. You have $500,000. Yes. I've been saving for 40 years. It was for my retirement. But Emma needs it more. Dr. Chen looked at me intently. Mrs. Morrison, you're giving up your retirement for a child who isn't even related to you. She's family now. That's all that matters. Dr. Chen smiled. You're a remarkable woman. We can schedule the surgery for next week. Emma will need to stay here for pre-op tests. I understand. That night I went home. Emma and Noah were playing in the living room. Noah was building a tower with blocks. Emma was helping him. Look, Grandma. We made a castle. Noah shouted. I smiled. That's beautiful, sweetheart. Emma looked at me. A little anxious. Grandma Eleanor, the doctor said I need surgery next week. I sat next to Emma. Yes, sweetheart. Dr. Chen is a very good doctor. He's going to fix your heart. Will it hurt? You'll be asleep during the surgery. You won't feel anything. And when you wake up, your heart will be strong. Emma took my hand. I'm scared. I held Emma. I know, sweetheart. It's okay to be scared. But I'll be there. Right outside the operating room. Waiting for you. Promise? I promise. Noah came over to us. Grandma, I have something for Emma. He pulled out a small stuffed animal. A bear. This is Mr. Bear. He always makes me feel safe. Emma, you can have him. He'll protect you during the surgery. Emma's eyes filled with tears. Thank you, Noah. She hugged the bear. I cried too. The day before surgery, I went to visit Lisa. At the detention center. Lisa looked thin. Dark circles under her eyes. Eleanor. You came. I sat across from her. Tomorrow is Emma's surgery. Lisa's eyes widened. The surgery? You're really doing it? Yes. Lisa started crying. I don't know what to say. Thank you doesn't seem enough. I was silent. How is Emma? Is she okay? She's scared. But she's brave. Noah gave her his teddy bear. They're becoming like siblings. Lisa covered her face. I don't deserve this kindness. I tried to take your grandson. I'm a monster. I took a deep breath. Lisa, I'm not doing this for you. I'm doing this for Emma. She's innocent. She deserves a chance at life. I know. I know. Lisa wiped her tears. Eleanor, if I don't make it out of here, if something happens to me, please tell Emma I love her. Tell her I'm sorry. Tell her everything I did was because I loved her too much. I stood up. You can tell her yourself. When you get out. In 15 years. Lisa looked at me. Will you let me see her? When I get out. I thought for a moment. If Emma wants to see you, it will be her choice. Not mine. Not yours. Hers. That's fair. I started to leave. Eleanor. Lisa called out. I turned around. Thank you. For giving Emma a future. For being the mother I couldn't be. I said nothing. I just nodded and left the detention center. Surgery day. 6 a.m. We were at the hospital. Emma was wearing a surgical gown. Clutching Mr. Bear. Noah held her hand. You're going to be okay, Emma. Mr. Bear will protect you. Emma smiled. Small, but real. A nurse came. It's time. I hugged Emma. I love you, Emma. I'll be right here. Waiting for you. I love you too, Grandma Eleanor. That was the first time. The first time Emma called me Grandma. Tears filled my eyes. Emma was placed on a stretcher. Wheeled into the operating room. Noah, James, and I sat in the waiting room. Time passed. 1 hour. 2 hours. 3 hours. Noah was asleep on my lap. James paced restlessly. I was praying. God, please protect Emma. She's only 7. Her life is just beginning. Please, give her a future. 4 hours later. Dr. Chen came out. I stood up. My heart racing. Dr. Chen was smiling. The surgery was a success. Emma's heart is strong. She'll need time to recover, but she's going to be okay. My knees went weak. James supported me. Thank you. Thank you, doctor. You can see her in about an hour. She's in recovery now. Dr. Chen left. I cried. Tears of relief. James hugged me. You did it, Mom. You saved her. Noah woke up. Grandma, is Emma okay? I nodded with a smile. Yes, baby. Emma is going to be okay. Noah jumped up. Yay! Can we see her? Soon, sweetheart. Soon. An hour later. We entered the recovery room. Emma lay in bed. Her eyes closed. Bandages wrapped around her chest. But she was breathing. She was alive. I took Emma's hand. Her eyes slowly opened. Grandma. I'm here, sweetheart. The surgery is over. You did great. Emma smiled weakly. Mr. Bear protected me. Yes, he did. Noah came closer. Hi, Emma. Welcome back. Hi, Noah. They smiled at each other. I cried. But this time, tears of happiness. Emma is alive. Noah is safe. We're a family. We've become a real family. 6 months later. The trial was over. Stepmother Lisa received a sentence of 15 years. Parole possible in 10 years. Dr. Marcus Webb got 8 years. Medical license permanently revoked. I heard the verdicts in court. I felt nothing. Just relief that it was over. Emma got better. 3 months after surgery. She could run. She could laugh. One Sunday afternoon. Noah and Emma were playing in the backyard. Grandma. Look. I can run. Emma shouted. I smiled. That's wonderful, sweetheart. But don't run too fast. Noah was chasing Emma. They were laughing. Like real siblings. James sat next to me. Mom, you did an amazing thing. I shook my head. I just did what any grandmother would do. No. Not any grandmother. You. We watched the children. Mom, I need to tell you something. James said. What is it? I've been seeing a therapist. About what happened? About Lisa. About how I didn't protect Noah. I took James's hand. James, this wasn't your fault. I know. The therapist says the same thing. But it's hard to accept. I looked at my son. James, you're protecting Noah now. You're here. You're present. That's what matters. James cried. Thank you, Mom. For everything. For saving Noah. For taking care of Emma. For being, you. I hugged my son. That night. Noah came to my room. Grandma, I had a bad dream. I pulled back the covers. Come here, sweetheart. Noah lay down next to me. I dreamed I was in the dark again. In the coffin. I held Noah. You're safe now, Noah. That will never happen again. I promise. Grandma, why did Lisa do that to me? I thought about it. How to explain? Noah, Lisa was scared. She was scared for Emma. She made a very bad choice. But that doesn't mean you did anything wrong. You're a good boy. And you're safe now. That's all that matters. Noah was quiet for a moment. Grandma, I'm glad Emma is okay. Even though her mommy was mean to me. Emma is nice. I cried. Noah, you have a beautiful heart. Never lose that. Never. I won't, Grandma. I promise. Noah fell asleep. In my arms. I looked up at the ceiling. These 6 months had been the hardest 6 months of my life. But also the most meaningful 6 months. I saved 2 children. One my grandson. One a girl with no blood connection. But both are my family. Family isn't blood. Family is love. And love is stronger than hate. I looked out the window. Stars were shining. I smiled. Tomorrow, and the day after, we'll be together. That's enough. My 5-year-old grandson died. At least, I thought he did. But at 2 a.m., in front of the casket, I froze. There was a pulse. My grandson was alive. His stepmother had drugged him, made everyone think he was dead. For insurance money. For her daughter's surgery. She was going to sell him. I was furious. I couldn't forgive it. But the stepmother's daughter had done nothing wrong. A 7-year-old girl. Living with illness. She'd lost her mother. I made a decision. To save her. Now I have Noah and Emma. No blood connection. But we're family. A real family.